What's good, everybody? It's Dante Diggz, as you know. I just did an interview with the Thickness Protection Program. Y'all need to get down with the thickness.
The following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
We want thickness.
Porn star. The teacher asks you some stupid, what do you want to be when you grow up? Porn star.
I used to tell people I did porn before I did porn. Like in the back, they'd be like, "Oh, you look familiar." It's like, "Yeah, 'cause I do porn."
There's a meme like that. I think Chanel Barbie posted that. Like,
Man,
you
I
look
got
familiar.
oh
Yeah, you do
Lord.
porn. What's up, everybody? You are now tuned into the Thickness Protection Program. This is the podcast celebrating body positivity for the adult content creator community. Today, I got my good brother Dante Diggz in the house.
You already know.
How are you, bro? We're here at Chicago Exotica.
I'm good. I'm chilling, having fun, of course. This is one of my favorite exoticas, so I love it. I love
Right.
Chicago. Rosemont, at least.
Pardon the interruption, protectors, but this is Pimpin' Palm, the Mac and Memoji. And before we go any further in this interview, I'm gonna need you to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bell. And if you're listening on Spotify, make sure you are following the podcast. And please leave a rating before you get up on out of here. Now back to the Thickness Protection Program. Pimpin' Palm, the Mac and Memoji. You dig?
We want thickness.
Right, yeah. And you got the Bulls tattoo, so I know, the shy, runs deep in your
I'm a
veins,
Chicago
literally.
Bulls fan, man. I grew up on Jordan. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
For sure. Now, as far as the content goes, like your journey kind of started with Chicago Exotica. Can you break that down?
Yeah, this was my first experience of being introduced to I would say the industry. You know what I'm saying? From content creators, pro-am companies. My first year, I met professional porn stars, and it kind of boosted me. I kind of just shut my mouth and watched and observed everything, and this is what gave me most of, I would say, my Dante Diggz drive.
True. I like it. Now, take me all the way back, bro. You've been in the industry about 2 years now, you said?
I did well, yeah.
Yeah, and you're
August,
originally from
August will make 2 years.
August will make 2 years, okay. And you're originally from Fort Lauderdale?
South Florida.
For sure. So what was young Dante like as a kid?
Growing up, just to put it on myself, I always felt like I was the golden child of my family. Golden child slash black sheep, because I was
Really?
curious and always interested, so I got into trouble a lot. But no, it's just I've grown up in South Florida. I would say I've always been him in my situations, environments growing up. I've always been like a natural born leader, just unique being an individual. So me, I've always been headstrong. So yeah, it's kind of, you see what you get. It's,
I
it's the
like it.
result from
Now, growing up, were the ladies always attracted to you? Did you have lots of girlfriends?
Yeah, I had plenty of. Okay, tell you the truth, I had a rule when I was in, I would say middle school to high school. I really kept from having girlfriends. Well, I'm gonna be dead honest with y'all. I had a girlfriend like in the 5th grade. That was the last. That was the last girlfriend I have ever had. Yo, man, I had like a little girlfriend. I remember like in like 5th grade.
Or just to put it in perspective, how old are you now?
I'm 41.
Damn, black don't crack, bro. I thought you was
don't.
like at least like 32.
It don't.
No.
I've been doing this for
I'm dirty
years.
30 myself, but like, yeah, we age like fine wine. What can I tell you?
Everybody does that when they ask me my age. They think I'm like 28, 27, around that number roughly to my late 20s or 30s. But that's how everybody like responsive was when I first came in. Everybody thought I was young. I just kept quiet, watched, observed, and did what I had to do.
Now, what was life like for you prior to getting in the industry? Like, what were you doing career-wise? And, you told me you spent some time in the streets. Like, tell me, what was Dante's life like prior to this?
I was getting it before this. Honestly, I was working for Goodyear, working tire hub, whatever,
Okay.
tire company. But I also had my own personal training business. I'm a certified personal trainer.
Right.
So I took a hit from that during the pandemic, and I would say I kind of linked on content creation because I always knew I could do it. I had already been put out on someone's OnlyFans well before I started working, so I knew what the response was.
Was that with your consent or like you were involved with
It
a
was a
woman?
lot.
And,
It
like,
was a
you
lot
uploaded it?
involved. She knows who she is, but the situation was I gave consent with being a content creator now, because I stepped to her and I was like, listen, you know, we never did any paperwork. She didn't do her due diligence and do things right in the first place. So I would say, yeah, I told her, I was like, you got consent, but can we do it right? She just stopped talking to me and blocked me. Goes.
Yikes.
Yeah,
That's a hell of a way to start off, but like, hey man, what a happy accident.
Being a content creator
Yeah.
now, yeah, I didn't give her consent because I didn't even know what consent was. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing too serious because me and her, like, I've let it go on. She, like I said, she did some creep shit. She blocked me and just like stopped communication well before. But I would say if I was to put that situation on me with what I know now, hell yeah, I'll be looked at like I didn't get proper consent, didn't get model release forms, 2257s. Yeah, it was done very, very messy. Very messy.
For sure, yeah, that's the thing. You know, when people want to cross over from like the amateur world to you know, being professional content creators, you gotta have your P's and Q's in the way. Otherwise, you know, it can get messy, and you know, legal things can get involved, and we don't want that. You've participated in stuff like content houses. I just saw you having a great time out there in Dallas with like Daisy Cakes, Rizzy, Jenny Picante, and Bones Montana. And then you've had a chance to pull up to Girls Gone Wireless down there in Florida. So what are those experiences like, bro?
The shoe house in Texas, that was BBW Highway. I do a lot of business with BBW Highway. I fought with him a long way. I honestly don't do many events. Girls Gone Wireless, that was my first time of attending Girls Gone Wireless, but they fam, nah. I mean, me, Aunt and Kendra, we had a good old time down there, so I'll definitely be back in July.
Shout out to Unc and Kendra. Got an interview with them on
Yo,
the way as
man,
well.
I seen, I said, oh, doing this thing, man. Yo, I fought with Stay Ready, man. But yeah, I don't do many events, but I had a very good time. My Girls Gone Wireless experience. They already know Legendary. We got together. I did some Legendary shit. Yeah, a lot of big names. Biggest name, I hit my peak. My you know, everybody, we got like this little porn crush or like somebody we just been
Yeah.
watching for years.
Who is Dante Diggz' porn crush?
Oh yeah, I got to shoot with Monet Divine.
Monet Divine. Okay, I'm not actually familiar with her, but she sounds hot. The show. Now, some of the ladies you've worked with have also gotten down with the thickness, of course, like Obaya BBW, Luna Lark, Vanessa Hinata, Brianna Kahlo. So, hey, have you always been into the thick girls, the big girls?
Oh, of course. I'm attracted to all types of women. I don't really have a set mark or what they say you gotta taste. It depends on how I feel when I wake up that day. What type of personality, what type of, you know what I'm saying, attraction I have. It's just, hey, I like them all.
There you go. Yeah. What kind of qualities do you look for in a woman, like off camera and then like on? Like what are green flags that you see?
I've done a lot of collaborations, well over 200 in the past year and a half. I mean, I work a lot. And I would say for my eye of how, because I've had the ups and downs. You could say professionalism, but I mean, you really won't know until you meet these people. So it's kind of how I do it. The girls, they stick together. They'll work together or they'll know each other. It's all of us work together, so it's like a network. But you see who follows who like Twitter, that's our resume. That's what we usually most use. Go to their media. First thing, media is going to show you what they're posting, what their work looks like, what's going on as far as the media that they're putting out. You know what I'm saying? So I go to their media, check out. Numbers really don't mean shit to me.
Yeah, the follower count or the view count don't matter.
Doesn't mean anything
Really?
because I mean it could be a veteran that just has a new page. Of course they snatch them, but sometimes I mean at one point in time I've only been doing this like a year and a half, going on 2 years. I just started, so it's like everyone has to start from somewhere. So what I look at their work. I look at quality of work. That's the main thing. We can judge like that because you have to actually study your craft, and the effort you put into your craft, it will show.
Very
So
true.
I look for that. I look to see what type of, like, as far as work they've done, the quality. And also I look and see, Like I said, I don't look for like the green flag, the red flag. I look to see if there's a connection. If I can connect with that person, if I find attraction. If I find a hint of attraction, we got a Dante Diggz hit.
There you go.
It's just,
A hint leads to a hit. Okay.
I'm telling
see
you,
you.
if I see it and I'm like, and I'm not even talking about meeting them at first. If I can look at their content and I can see some type of erotic or sexual energy inside of it and I can tap into it, yeah, we finna have a hit.
There you go. Life hasn't always been easy for you in your past. You were explaining to me a little bit before we started rolling that you did time, man. Tell me, you said you did about how many years and what happened back then?
Oh, I did 10 years.
10 years, okay. And how did that happen, bro?
Being young and wild, I would say. Making the wrong decisions. And honestly, back then, I just wanted to have fun. I just wanted to have, I lived that type of lifestyle. I've always been center of attention, so I just like to have fun. But I just made some bad decisions, and I had to take some time to let it simmer, let it, like, you know, like
Right,
a crock
you had to
pot.
just-
like I had to sit somewhere and actually get my
Yeah.
mind right and get focused.
You know, as they say, like when I was a child, I did childish things, but now I'm a man
Yeah.
and I'm the man.
Honestly, we have grown kids out here in this world, and we have kids that are acting like adults. Like, I'm getting into that too much, but as far as me, men can stay a child all their lives if they don't want to grow up. So I kind of had everything, was tired of the ups and downs, taking the losses. So I just made the right decisions and say, I'm gonna become a businessman. Like I said, I became a personal trainer first. I still have my personal training business. I just put it on hiatus to build my brand a little bit, but I just became a businessman, that's all.
Dope. Okay. Yeah, I like how you're an entrepreneur on different fronts. Like you got your content, you got the personal training business, and you also told me you have a nonprofit organization. It's a Big Brother program. Break that down.
Well, I can't go too much into that because it's still in the making. It's
Right.
still, everything's still getting together. That's a future plan, but I still have a lot of components of it that I'm getting together right now. But yeah, where I grew up, South Florida, we need things like that to actually like speak to the youth, motivation in the right direction, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Things that are deep in my heart that I wish someone was there for me when I made all the mistakes I made.
Dope. Yeah. Yeah. It's good that like you want to give back to your community and give structure for kids and give
Yeah.
kids better chances.
Yeah, they still my
Are you a father yourself?
Yes, I am.
So how many blessings you got?
I wouldn't call them blessings right now.
Blessings or
They
stressings?
are grown. Mine are grown, but I have two.
Oh, cool.
Boy and a girl.
That's crazy because you look so young. It's like you're a young man raising young people.
Yeah, my son's 20.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll be
damn.
20. He'll be 20 in December.
So kicking it with pops probably just feels like chilling with the homie.
No, he got to get his ass over there.
Okay.
No, we don't chill. No. I'm believe it or not, as wild as I am, I'm kind of like disciplined when it comes to my kids. I'm very disciplined. I don't even play the radio. They could, of course, being me, having me as a dad, anyone would love it. But my kids, they just try to run all over it and do all type of crazy stuff. So I just got to check them and let them go live their life.
Right on. More power to you. Okay. Now, here's one that I always like to ask the fellas when they get down with the thickness. Most guys would probably say, hey, you do porn. You're the luckiest guy in the world. You get to fuck bitches for a living. Is this true or false?
I can't speak for everyone, but for me, I can't give you all the inside scoops of the Dante Diggz ego, but no, honestly, I fuck to please women. I like pleasing women. It's kind of, you take someone that's been playing basketball. You take LeBron. LeBron loves to play basketball. Why? Because he's good at it. Shit, I mean, he can go out there and score damn near 60 points. So yeah, I mean, I'm just good at it and I love it. I mean, going in, he can go get 60 points. I'll go in for 3 squirts. Hey, it's the same to me.
There you go. So would you compare your squirt game to like LeBron's basketball?
Yeah, I'm the king of that
For
shit. I ain't
sure.
gonna lie, yo.
For sure, no doubt. Okay. Now, when you go off on a trip like this to like a Chicago Exotica or go to a shoot house, is it just fun, just like, getting all this pussy, or is it like this is actually hard work? Like this is I'm clocking in and I'm doing this for a living and this is not all pleasurable.
It's difficult. It's a little bit different with me. I'm different. I'll go ahead and say it. I usually use the word unique, but I'm weird. I'm different. I'm strange. I'm different for everybody. Going on a trip like this shit all business. But me doing all business means me working more, organized. So it's a catch-22. I honestly get more pussy. I honestly get to have more fun. But when it comes to business, trips, anything, they'll tell you, I don't even fuck off. I'm strictly focused. We can party after the work is done. Multiple days, yeah, we just dead. We'll party the last day. But yeah, I'm strictly business. I'm strictly focused. That has put to a lot of my success in content creation and me just building my brand, staying consistency and staying focused.
There you go. And I love the discipline and the work ethic you have for yourself. Now, your personal training videos and your workout routines, man. Tell me, like, on a typical day like this, like, what does Dante Diggz do when he hits that gym?
Oh, my gym workouts are insane. I superset, cardio, strength training. I do a lot of cardio. That's what
A
people.
lot of cardio.
A lot. I tell people you can go in there and lift weights all day long, and they ain't gonna do shit. If you can't pump those muscles or get those muscles moving, do cardio. Cardiovascular for your heart, breathing, everything.
For sure. Tomorrow morning, if I'm up for it, or like later today, we gotta hit the gym, man. I gotta really.
Yeah, they got a gym in here.
Yeah,
I'm
I haven't been in
definitely
a
gonna
few
hit the
days.
fitness
So.
center. But yeah, I give a few people. I give advice to a few that I feel. If it's in my heart and I know they serious, I give it to them because there was nobody there to actually give me game. You know what I'm saying? They made it hard. They looked at me and was like, "Nigga,
Right.
we ain't finna give you nothing." Look like somebody actually told me, "Look how you look." I'm not gonna tell you, man. You gotta find it on your own.
So
Thank you.
let me ask you this: with all that you do and like your life prior to this in the streets and then getting into the XXX business, how did your family react to this constant evolution of you?
It happened at a perfect time. I grew up in South Florida, so this would have been like I think it would have been the sixth opportunity for me to do porn. I'm talking about back when I was 16. Somebody proposed, like gave me a proposition because I was already tatted running the streets. So they looked at me and was like, "How old are you?" I was like, "Yeah, see." Well, I was like 16 going to 17, I would say. But yeah, it's always been there, but it obviously happened now. So I say it happened at the right time. Um, when you say family, as far as kids, my kids are,
Yeah,
of
your
course,
kids are
grown. They're
grown.
grown. So
But I'm talking about like
was
how do
pretty good.
your mom, your pops, if you have brothers and sisters, how did like when you're sitting down with Thanksgiving dinner, like how did your peoples like respond to this?
But I've always been like, you gonna accept it or you just gonna kick rocks.
Accept it or reject it?
So
Wow.
now they are trained like, okay, whatever he comes with, just if it right now, the only thing is they're saying it's positive. He's actually doing this. He's actually successful. He's shoot. My uncles tell me, man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like the local like neighborhood hero right now.
There you go.
I'm putting on for Broward County right now.
Right.
So it's like everybody loves it.
Speaking of Broward County, man, in the last few years, man, that city in the South Florida rap scene has, put out some incredible talent, bro. Who does Dante Diggz ride around listening to these days?
I ain't gonna lie, I'd be crazy if I ain't listening to no Kodak. I do listen to
sure.
Kodak, of course.
Rob Banks is one of my all-time favorite MCs.
Like I listen to all of them.
Yeah. Rest in peace, XXX Tentacion.
Yeah, his music
Ski
is
Master
real
Slump
wild.
God.
His music wild. Jack Boy, all of them. I mean, I listen to all their music. But I don't know. Me, I'm kind of old school. I like my old school music.
For sure. When you jump in the car, who are you playing?
I listen more like the Goody Mob, T.I., down south music.
I have an interview from way, way, way back written on the urbanbuzz.com with Big Gip.
What? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's my
Bolt.
type of music. That's my type of vibe. I love to meet Big Gip, man.
CeeLo. Sleepy Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Outcast, things of that nature. Just down south music. I like that
Yeah.
throwback.
That early 2000s Atlanta shit was dope.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I was more invested in those times, like Dungeon Family.
That's why I say Dungeon Family. I listen to all on Cool Breeze. You can go down the list.
I don't know if you're hip to this, but I think the year was maybe 2007. Adult Swim put out that Diary of American Witch Doctor. You know, Witch
Missed
Doctor.
it.
He's part of Dungeon Family.
I was somewhere. I was sitting down. I would say I was in school.
Well, shit. It's out on streaming services, man. That's a classic. Yeah. All right, Dante, leave us with this, man. What is the biggest misconception of a sex worker content creator?
I don't even know if everybody's gonna catch this. This is just dealing with content creation, not sex work, but and specifically content creation. You own your own brand. Everything is your individuality. So you make those decisions. You're an entrepreneur of yourself. I would say to be a successful content creator, a lot of people think we go around fucking all day long. When all actuality, it turned me into a nerd.
Yeah, we're both nerds with glasses. I love it.
I spend majority of my time on my computer maintaining 13 platforms. 6 paid, 7 promo. I run all my platforms. I do editing. Anything you've seen put up on the internet that has a Dante Diggz watermark, I did it. I made that cut and put it there. If it's on Pornhub, I made a Pornhub cut. If it's on XVideos, I had to make an XVideo red cut. I had to make a mini vids cut. I gotta upload to my free OnlyFans. I gotta upload to my VIP OnlyFans, and those get different cuts. So it's like I edit more than anything. I upload. You're gonna need high-speed internet, but with a gaming router. But basically, that's what it is. I had to look at him when I first started. I thought, oh man, I'm finna be fucking here, fucking there, fucking here. Yeah, I was. But majority of my time, I'm on the computer. And that's the misconception that most people won't get. They'll think to be a content creator, yeah, you gotta work, like study your craft, but it's so many different angles of it. Like I had to learn, I do all my own recording, I record from multiple angles. So that makes my work harder. I have 3 different angles. I gotta go through every angle and edit every angle fully and remember what angle is not being seen on the angle. So it's like, that's the editing part of making a video, putting it together, and I got OCD. I'm a perfectionist. I gotta make sure it's right because it has my name on it. So editing, then uploading and maintaining the platforms and posting pictures to promote yourself, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Reddit. I know I got more. But it's just doing that type of work. I didn't even know this was gonna be like this.
It sounds exhausting, man. I mean, I try my best to be on top of all of that, but like I don't know how the hell you can do all this and be.
I'm looking for assistance right now. I'm not very trustworthy. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to earn my trust. That's another thing. I give that cheat code. If someone was able to have some people as assistants to run platforms for them, that's how you make that real money.
There you go.
That's how you make that real money.
It's about building your empire.
Yeah, one person, you run those 5 platforms. One person, you run those 5 platforms. And guess what? They're all going to get paid off the money that comes off those platforms. So I need assistance.
There you go. Dante Diggz is hiring.
I just can't trust nobody.
Yeah. Long interview process, but... Oh, let's go down in the DM, Dante. What is the craziest, funniest, most out-of-pocket, ridiculous DM or email you have ever received?
Somebody ever received? Okay, first off, this is what we're gonna speak on Twitter because we all know Twitter. That's the slums, the third world country of social media. On a daily basis, I'm gonna wake up to, which I don't let everyone message me, but I do go through my requests because I might miss someone because I lost a 30K pay. So I wake up to. I know how you women feel. I wake up to dick shots, hairy assholes, all types of things. It drops my morale by maybe a tenth, just a tenth. I just delete it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like the wildest shit. Plus, I get husbands that are constantly hitting me up like, hey, I want you to fuck my wife.
Yeah, that's a reoccurring theme for the guys who get down with the thickness, all the cucks.
I understand this, but can you please tell me why you think your wife pussy is made of gold? Do you see what I do? And that's no disrespect to anybody. But I'm proud of my lineup. When I go look at my lineup of all the films and women that I have shot with, I am a proud man. I Usain Bolt this shit. I love this, but I'm
Right.
just telling you, why would you think that? And I'm telling them, okay, you got to pay my booking fee, man. Just pay my booking fee. I'll fly to you. You gonna have to pay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna charge you $1,200
Has that ever happened?
in South Florida. I've never been flown. I've almost gotten to that point, but I'm just like learning from my homegirls that I know that. Well, I learned a lot from women, but learning from my female coworkers on how the system work and how you keep security, and you got to stay. Even as men, we still got to stay safe. No, I haven't been flown out. As far as South Florida, yeah, I've been paid a lot for wives. I just charged my booking fee. At the time, it was $600. But it's like most of these husbands think they just want it for free. Like, hey man, I'm just gonna throw you my wife. Listen, she is valuable to you, but maybe just only you. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you're my
I don't
wife.
know her.
That's your.
I don't know her like that. She's not even all that. I mean, are you gonna let me record it? And they're like, oh, you jumped in my DMs. I just block them. That's all.
There you go.
But yeah.
All right. Well, Dante, thank you so much for your time, man. It's great to finally meet you.
It was a pleasure.
We're going to tear it up here in Chicago at EXXXOTICA. Why don't you plug your social media and let them know where they can follow you and check out all the content you got?
Boom. On my new Twitter, capital, all capital letters, Diggs, Diggz, letter 3, capital X. Instagram.
Kabam. Well, Dante, thank you for getting down with the thickness. Everybody, this has been Thickness Protection Program. Make sure you are following on Instagram at the Thickness Protection Program. Twitter is at Thickness Pro. Check us out. Make sure you're subscribed to youtube.com/PalmOfficial. Leave me a like, comment who else you need to see on the platform, and make sure you're following on Spotify. Until then, we want thickness.
Chicago, niggas!